All right. Say an option here. Let's analyze what happened today. This crazy run today. Let me see. You guys have my screen. Let me just double check. Okay, looks good. Okay, so let's go one by one. What happened to the market today? First of all, the futures. They bounce in the morning and they jump.
All right.
Let me just close this one. Okay, the futures jumped in the morning at like what time? Let me see here. Yeah, it was midnight. Start running up. Um, then we had the Apple. It was very interesting that before market open and it was already up. It went to 124, and that 124 was a level. 124.31 was a level that resisted before a couple times. So in the morning, couple times touched it, but it was a hot name before even market open. So in the morning, the first play, the first name that was the best play was Apple. So it opened right away, right after the open, start running up. That was the best time to catch it at the open, and the reason is that you can see that MACD and the 15 and 30 was upward, and the TTM squeeze was green all the way. The hourly was great. So, and based on news, it was a perfect time to jump on it. So in the morning, was the perfect time to jump on it. And then if you are a short-term player, you can see that TTM squeeze until the bar is green. Give you the dark blue, get out here, or maximum here. You can see here that in the 1 min the dark blue start fading. So here was a good time to get out. Why to get out? Because if you notice in the SPY, all other rest of the market was fading. So there was a fear today that same that happened yesterday, it could happen today. So if you notice here in the morning, SPY came down a little bit, up and down, up and down. It went up, then it couldn't go above the 367 in the morning. So when market doesn't go up, it can pull down the rest of the market down too. The Apple too. So anyway, it pulled down Apple a little bit here. As you can see here, the MACD and the 5 min, it got a dead cross here. And then if you notice here, it came and touched the bottom of the BB and the 5 min. For those who don't know, this is the 1 min chart, 5 min, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily and weekly. So it touched it here. That was a perfect time to buy here. And you can see here that even if you didn't buy it here, as when you saw that, you could wait for the TTM squeeze, the red turn to yellow, and buy it here. And or to be safer, and just keep in mind when this in the TTM squeeze the blue bar appears and it starts rising, that's a good time to get into. So anyway, it was a good time, ride it all the way up to here in the 5 min, and as you can see here, the 15 min wasn't giving that much signal except a couple times. It wasn't a solid TTM squeeze run here, and a lot of time you notice that when it was going up, when it get a pullback, the premium got killed, then went up again. But as you notice, the TTM squeeze on the 30 min was all the way light blue, except here. And the hourly was a good confirmation too. But keep in mind, if you're playing the same week option, it's so risky to hold it all day. But if you're playing long-term option like next week or 2 weeks out, I mean, you can play based on the longer time frame. Anyway, it went a couple and then the high of the day was here at 126.96. It broke it here, but it was a weak break, and then broke it up here, and after that was just a run. But the premium didn't go that much up, but it was a nice run. I mean, I have the level 128.44. Probably is going to hit that tomorrow. After that, we're looking at 130.26 and 132.58. So that's about Apple. Let's go to the next one, Amazon. Amazon was very interesting because SPY. Okay, keep in mind Apple was strong. I mean, it was running. It gave a pullback, then it ran up again. But as you notice, SPY came down all the way to 366, and everybody thought, oh my God, maybe it's kind of same thing that happened yesterday. It can happen today again. But apparently, it started a V recovery. Always pay attention to the V recovery in any name you play. Always, you have to pay attention to the down of the bottom of the day and the high of the day where it opened. So it opened here at this level, it went down, and then when it jumped back, even if it wasn't messy here, choppy here, but once it completed the V recovery, you can see here on 15, it completed the V. I mean, it was just a crazy run after that. So as you can see here, even if you didn't play it, you didn't buy it at the bottom, when it completed the V, and at this point, you could have bought it here before the RSI goes to overbought. Okay, when it break this level, or at the beginning or overbought, you could have bought it, and then hold it based on 15 and 30 all the way until this MACD get a little bit flat. Here you can see here was a hold until it's turning, the angle is turning a little bit flat, and here was the best time to get out. So, or I mean, it depends what time frame you play, or how long you want to hold, and the strikes you have. So, but anyway, for short term, this was a perfect time to get out. Let's go to Amazon. Amazon followed the market today. I mean, it opened, it faded, it went down all the way, and then when it came down, you can see here at this point, you can see TTM squeeze started from red to yellow. But the best confirmation was here. Always pay attention to 15. The 15 MACD got a golden cross here, and the TTM squeeze. I'm sorry. In the stochastic fast, you can see on the 30 and the hourly, it gave always remember, the stochastic fast always gives an earlier sign than the other indicators. So then the Amazon here started. It came down and it started staying in this range. You see this range here, like 31.42, and once it breaks it, and the TTM squeeze, you can see the bar is getting smaller, the yellow bar. And also pay attention here that we have a TTM squeeze on the 5-min, the bar is on the rise. That was a good buy. Even if you didn't buy it, I mean, you avoided it. I mean, I never suggest buy it when the RSI is oversold. You can see here that it came and almost resisted the mid BB on the 5-min, and it jumped back up again. But it wasn't that much a good play today. Nvidia, not much, but into the close was not bad. You can see the indicators. Baba, I lost some money on this one today, but it's okay. It jumped back up, but it's still the 4-hour. The TTM squeeze is still red bar. I needed to turn to yellow, so it gives a confirmation. Shop, nothing much interesting. Netflix, at this point, yesterday high was around 523. It faded it when it opened. Then in the middle of the day, here wanted to jump, but and you can see here the 5-min right away turned to dark blue, so it was not a really bounce. Tesla was interesting actually. Tesla, as you notice in the morning, from the open, the MACD and the 15 and 30 was already pointing down. So when it's pointing down here, you can see here, okay, and let me align these two. When it was pointing down and you get a 1-min, here you can see the chart. When it's lose the opening level, it's best to jump in it, okay? So at the open, you can see here in the 5-min, it came down to 634, it jumped back, but when it lost the opening, the bottom of the open candle, it went down all the way to 623. But anyway, about Tesla, algos they're killing the premiums these days, out of the money, either puts or so it's a little bit difficult to play it. Facebook was very interesting, very interesting. It gave a crazy because of news. It has been falling a lot last couple of days, and then it came all the way down. You can see here it resisted 267.57 level that I have. And then at this point, you can see that the 15-min You know, I mean, 50 min is always the best, seriously. Here the red turned to yellow, and 5 min was already giving a signal for rise, and the TTM squeeze and the MACD, and you could just hold it all the way until get to the level 274, and the 270, because you know here is 23% Fibonacci and here is 61. Once it came here and bounced back, volume is good, goes all the way to the next green level that I have. The close was interesting. Why I said is good because it closed above the 61.8. It's possible that goes back to 281. So I mean the next level to watch is 277 and 281. Next one was Microsoft. I didn't touch this. Not a bad one. Google. Not interesting, but Google. I mean it's. I mean the candles. Just look at this. Compared to other names, the candles are just very messy. Okay, so I don't play Google that much, but AMD was very interesting. Last night, yesterday, after the market closed, it got an upgrade from Goldman Sachs to 110. So I had the level of 95.86 and 99, and goes all the way to, you can see here, 99, 101, 102, 104, and then maximum 109.83. Anyway, it jumped back, it jumped up. As market faded, AMD start fading too, and it start getting a little bit messy here. And you know, when you have an option, when stock act like anything interesting, but SPY, as I mentioned, and once it broke the V and it starts running up, and you can see here in the TTM squeeze in the 15 min, here was the best point to get out, or you can pay attention to the here that came here 5 min and turned blue, but it stays flat. Okay, but you know, I mean, that's, don't be greedy, at some point get out, because once the blue turns to red, it can fade much more. You see here. So next one was QQ. QQ was very interesting actually. I wish I played that. It came below the 304, and then it made a V recovery, but not as SPY because other text weren't that much strong. But because Apple was running, you know, QQ were running too. Roku. Roku actually had a big, was a news or something. It came to 319. BA, because of this bill that's passing, gave some bounce. Next one, oh, Bidu. Oh my God, this was crazy. Okay, Bidu, there was a news about, you know, they're gonna use the electric cars in the delivery or something. So it already had a crazy jump, you know, pre-market. So it closed yesterday at 162, and then it opened at 170. But as you notice, as soon as it's look at the 1 min chart, boom, like that. And same like Apple and other rest of the market. In the morning, again, nice jump, but you know, you should have locked it here. Why? Because the TTM squeeze and the 5 min turned dark blue, and then where to catch the next ride? You can see here it came blue, and then the 15 min, the dark blue went down, 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 down until here at the end of the market. The 15 min gave you first light blue and the TTM squeeze. Once you get that one and the 5 min is already light blue, run to go. And it's already above my target too, 188. If it goes higher, we're looking at maybe 206. This was a stock that it was at a couple years ago. Let me just take a look here. Click on weekly. Man. So yeah, this was a stock that, you know, all-time high was 284. So we're looking at, you know, I mean, here right now we're at 275 and 175, past it at 180, 89. So if this is gonna run crazy, it's possible to come to 220. And I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but watch these levels. Anyway, going back, okay, what's the next name? What did I miss? Oh, Disney. Disney was very interesting actually. Disney yesterday was, you know, flat day. It's very normal after any name, you know, had a crazy run. Like the next day has a rest day, it pulls back a little bit. The next day, the third day, always pay attention when a name, like for example, FSLY was the same. One day went up, next day was, you know, flat. Premium got killed. Third day, boom, up again. So here, Disney, as you notice, in down to this level 168, and to pay attention to it, like, you know, that um, if you notice here, Disney, let me just look here. Disney, the day that they jumped up, let me share the 4 hour. Okay, so in that day when it jumped up crazy, you can see here it went to it opened at 168 and it jumped up all the way to, so today it went below the opening price of 2 days ago. So that was, you know, a sign that, you know, this might be the bottom to jump back up. Um, so let me just maximize this again. This was 15 min. Oh, so as you can see here, once it went below that level, it was just good, you know, you can grab some lodo or small position, but break the V and went above the opening level. You can see here that had a great run, and based on the 15 min, you can see here the TTM squeeze, the bar starts right, the TTM squeeze confirmed at 2, and it was this was a great play actually. Zoom, because of these news,